Hello, I'm Pat McCrory, Governor of North Carolina. Like you, when I look to Washington, I see entrenched gridlock and immediate need for executive leadership. Fortunately, Washington bears no resemblance to states where strong Republican governors are using their leadership skills to improve the daily lives of their citizens. For example, here in North Carolina, we're concentrating on reforms in three fundamental areas: the economy, education, and efficiency. Since the day I took office in January, putting people back to work has been our top priority. Because of a stagnant national economy and ineffective policies of the past, private sector growth has been at a standstill. To get job creation moving again, we launched the Partnership for Prosperity, an initiative which will provide a central point of contact for business. The private sector's ground floor involvement is critical to this new venture. Their expertise will allow us to cut red tape and respond quickly and effectively to the needs of job creators so more North Carolinians can get back on the payroll. But getting businesses to open and expand is only half the job. That's where education comes in. Employers right now need job-ready workers who have the technical and critical thinking skills that are mandatory in today's workplace. Too often, employers tell me they can't find qualified applicants. To close what I call the skills gap, my budget prioritizes engineering, vocational, and technical training, areas where there is immediate demand for qualified workers. I've often been asked, how can we start new initiatives without asking the taxpayers for more money? The answer is efficiency. Here's what I mean. Today's smartphones are much more efficient and cost-effective than earlier models of mobile phones. There is no reason why government can't be as customer-friendly and cost-effective as a smartphone. Ultimately, interacting with government should be as easy as checking the latest scores on the internet or even shopping online. Unfortunately, there are only so many innovations that states can create on their own. In issues such as healthcare and energy, we need Washington to grant us independence and flexibility. For instance, we're working on an innovative reform for Medicaid. It centers on the patient's well-being, not just their physical needs, but mental health, substance abuse, and other social service needs that will also be covered, that we can get patients healthier, sooner, and away from emergency rooms, where the most expensive form of health care is delivered. To implement this holistic approach, we'll need a waiver, or essentially permission from the White House. I hope the President, and I urge the President, approves this unconventional but common sense reform so we can take care of our Medicaid patients in a caring, comprehensive manner, while at the same time reducing costs to the taxpayer. The President also needs to grant governors the ability to develop energy resources on our lands and off our shores. In February, I personally asked President Obama directly to expand offshore leasing off the coast of Virginia, North Carolina, and South Carolina. He told me the issue needs more study. With all due respect, Mr. President, the time for study is over. It's time to get off the sidelines and allow the states to exert the leadership that will create thousands of jobs, reduce America's dependence on Middle Eastern oil, and protect the environment. Medicaid reform and energy are just two issues where Republican governors are exerting visionary leadership. I urge the President to join us in North Carolina, where we're working to make government a partner, not an adversary to progress. Working together, we can get this nation back on the right track by simply unleashing the unlimited potential of the American people. This formula has worked before, and I guarantee it will work again. And finally, I invite people across the nation to visit North Carolina as we make our state a great place to live, work, and raise a family. Thank you for listening, and God bless the United States of America.